Hello, Cleveland, and welcome to another episode of Make It in Cleveland. I'm Errol Porter, and this is TV 20. Of course, Make It in Cleveland is brought to you by the good people at the City of Cleveland's Economic Development Department, the Mayor of Cleveland, Justin Bibb, and City of Cleveland TV 20. I am here right now with my man, Aharon Ben-Keymah. All right, got that right. He is the founder and owner of Teaching Humanity Excellence Urban Agricultural Initiative, LLC, which I call the UAI LLC, which I thought I made up, but according to him, he did that years ago.
Yes,
How's
sir.
it going?
It's going great, man. It's a great day.
Cool. Come on, tell us about your company.
Well, the UAI is an acronym that stands for Teaching Humanity Excellence Urban Agriculture Initiative. We were started on August 15, 2016. We're considered to be an urban farming organization focused on turning community gardens into profitable farms. So,
real quick, can you go back and break that name down?
So Teaching Humanity Excellence Urban Agriculture Initiative. The goal is not to just do urban agriculture, which is the focus point, but we want to teach humanity excellence by taking initiative in this setting, and that's really how we got started. As a humble beginning, I got caught up with the law and everything, and I seen that there was a gap in agriculture, and I said that we need to start a business to show people that we could convert, in a sense, our street skills for entrepreneurial skills, and use it to reconstruct our community instead of destruct it. So,
now, where did you get your training from?
So that's through Red All Green Partnership. I was approved through Red All Green Partnership in 2018. And then I went to Israel in 2019 to study under a master agriculturalist. And I came back, and then I started managing Red All's farm with the UAI and scaling it from there.
Wow. So you went overseas to get some specialized training. Now you talked about, and we can probably talk about that on this next on who you are. We have some questions about that. But going overseas like that, you ever been overseas before you went over there for the training?
Yeah, so my sister was actually born overseas, and we have a family that's actually stationed in Israel, a very big group of African Hebrew Israelites. So we have a lot of connections over there. I went back there on a youth conference in 2018 to reconnect, and it was an eye-opener. Me transitioning from going to the streets to a farmer, they looked at me as like a superhero, like, you a farmer, man? Do you know that's going to save the world? I'm like, what? Nah, I didn't. So things happened at Red All. Damien Forche, one of the co-founders, transitioned, and I went back to Israel to study different methods, and that really opened my eye to just how diverse agriculture is internationally and how big the market is. So then my goal was to tap people into that are from my community. Like, farming isn't just slavery, but it's actually, business. It's actually empire. It's actually something that can save not only yourself, but future generations.
Let's take us back to your younger days and how you grew up, who your influences and who were teaching you then.
So I had some humble beginnings, grew up with a big family and everything, and due to that, I was considered like what they say, like a baby kid, right? Just like reckless and all of that stuff. So, that equipped me with all the tools that I have now to show, the next generation or people that are going through similar things that I went through as a child, how to not maneuver through it and pivot. Also, it showed me how to really connect to my environment. I was a nature boy, so I'm always out climbing on trees in the forest, messing with nature and animals and stuff. So I just always had that, I would say, natural ability to just connect to nature. And being around a lot of people, being family members, I was always very sociable. So taking all these skills growing up, it just easily segued into this lifestyle that I live now. It's easy for me to connect with youth. It's easy for me to be in nature and indulge in it for long periods of time and just be, one with self and not necessarily feel like I'm putting on a facade for someone.
Now, what's home life like? You have a farm, you have plants growing in the bathtub and all over the place. What's going on?
Not the bathtub, though, but I do got plants all around the house. Dr. Greenhand, who's actually the guru of Red All, who taught me a lot, he's teaching me how to fine-tune my house plants. Farming outside and farming indoors are two total different environments, and it's total different maintenances. So I've been learning how to leverage that. I got more plants than I've had in the past, but I'm trying to have you walk into my home and it's like a forest inside, but it's not there yet.
So if I come see you off the streets, and I want to learn what you're doing. Is there a course? What are you taking me through?
So through It All, there's a 5-month training course that I actually went through and matriculed through, and what we created is like a semi-program or a demo program for people to go through, so they learn different parts of the plan, different composting, and really what we focus on at the UAI is how to build a sustainable farm,
right.
a business model. Like It All is more so about just social equity and making sure that people know about farming and its importance, but we come in, we say, look, we need to make money.
Right.
So how do you take this and actually monetize it? And that's what we do with all of our volunteers. We're showing them how we're running farmers markets, how we're creating value-added products, how we're going out into schools, getting paid to talk to the youth, to show them how they can start a garden for themselves. It's really entrepreneurial based now because, urban ag is growing and a lot of people don't see the opportunity, so we had to get to the forefront to kind of like make it visible for our people.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you talk about being able to be sustainable, which takes money. So I'm sure you get help from a lot of places. So tell us about the help you got from the city's economic development department.
So they've helped out tremendously with resources and technical assistance. IFOMA actually helped us out tremendously in getting certain grants so that we could scale up our farmers market. We are able to accept EBT now, but we need more equipment to market that, and they've helped us with that with signage and different literatures to basically make sure that we're documenting crop lossage and things. And it's been a real help because me being in business for the past 7 years, I haven't had that type of support. I've been doing it all by myself, I come from the streets, so it's like I'm not really trying to ask anyone for help, but it got to a point where, in the small business world, most businesses don't sustain over the past 5 years.
Right.
It started to get to that point where it's like, hey, I'm gonna fail if I don't start reaching out. So I was very thankful that the city of Cleveland came out with this economic development fund to be able to help us. And then when I went through that portal and I seen the support, I'm like, wow, there's so many resources available that I didn't have to go through. So now my goal is to show that next generation, those people that are coming up, like, we don't have to take this hardcore route.
Right.
There are resources available for us to help us scale. And that's what I'm so grateful for with the city.
Any situations you could pinpoint where you said, oh my goodness, how am I going to get over this so I can keep going? Can you talk about one of those obstacles you had to overcome?
One obstacle I had to overcome was, being able to get people access to the food. We sell organic or natural state produce, so the value of it's high. It's not just, a lot of people came to our farm and they was like, look, man, I don't have the money for it. So we weren't selling any produce. So I ended up getting in contact with someone who worked with the USDA and ended up getting us through a portal so that we can accept EBT. So now that we're able to accept EBT, that barrier is closed where people can come in and just swipe their card no matter what the price is, and the quality is up. One thing that I've also found out was we were helping people start gardens. Through the EBT reader, you can actually sell people pots that are intended to grow and eat. Okay. So we can actually sell people pots now, so they can start growing their own food as well. And that was
able to get that with an EBT?
With the EBT card. Wow. And that was a huge barrier that we seen that we were facing, but that just goes to show like how, you'll have your head in the grunge trying to figure something out, and then that person or like an angel investor will come and show you a portal that just makes it completely easier. And that's what, like I said, the Economic Development Agency has done too, by being able to give us abilities to scale our farmers market now. So we can get more literature out, we can show more people in our community about the programs and fundraisers that we're doing, and also we can show the social platform where there is community food being distributed in the community that is scarce.
Now, where are some of these farmer markets held at?
So it's on at Red All Green Partnership on 82nd and Kinsman on the corner. It's every Sunday, but in the wintertime we're doing every other Sunday because the weather is really cold and it's very slow. And then we also have one at our farm, 2937 East 81st Street, and that's right near the farm as well. So we pop up. Our farm is considered a direct and marketing farm. So we don't have a station location. Like we could pop up on the corner of anywhere and just sell produce. So if you follow us on Instagram at THEUAI_, we show you when we pop up in different spots with healthy produce. All
right. Now you talked about having a huge family, and right now, how do you balance that? Are you married?
Yeah, I'm not married, but I have a lady, and I would say that the biggest challenge, that's the $1 million question right there. Okay. That's the $1 million question right there, man. But it's really about, having a strong support system around you, and you can't be in 5 places at once. So it's important to plan ahead and then to prioritize your plan, even if that means like writing on your calendar eating dinner with the family. You know, that's really how I do it. Like, I plan ahead and I make sure if I gotta spend time with my son, I'm riding in there. 30 minutes to an hour with son, and it has to be just as important as a meeting that would come up. You know, we gotta pencil it in because it's a lifestyle. It is no real like life, business, you know, it's all one. So that's what we try to emphasize.
That is awesome, man. So right now, what do you think about the climate here in Cleveland? Is it ideal for what you do?
I was just talking to someone about that, man. I'm like, man, I'm a farmer, man. I'm all in the house all day. I feel like I done had more nights than days, like in this past. I'm like, I don't know if this is conducive, man, you know, but honestly, it shows resiliency, right? Like, you do want to be able to grow year round, but coming into Cleveland, it makes you innovate. How do we grow year round? We do have very slow seasons, but with us having the hoop houses, we're able to grow certain crops year round. They're just not as fast paced growing as other crops. So it's been a lot of challenges, but it just shows, you know, if I could do it here, I'd go to a spot for, you know, 360 sun, like near the equator or something. It's going to be a walk in the park. So I really do love Cleveland. But I do think a lot of times when it gets really cold, like, why am I here? Right. Just straight up, man. Like, I mean, I know we came here through the Great Migration and everything, but we come here to work in factories. I didn't come here to work in a factory. I'm outside. I'm outside still.
Now, these winters are something else. But I've heard that this is going to be some kind of tropic winter this year. We won't get that much snow, so you may be in luck. Get some crops out. Now, if I come to see you today, what kind of food can I get from you? So
if you come to the farm today, we have a bunch of cold weather crops growing right now, from mustard greens to collard greens to kale to Swiss chard. We have beets in right now. We have lettuce, and then we also have arugula. Those are the main staple crops that we grow in the wintertime that grow year round. And they taste really well in the cold because they like the cold.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man. Now, someone out here wanted to open up a business like yours. You know, can you give some advice to some of our listeners?
Yeah, that's another $1 million question, man. But I would say that know why you do what you do. You know, if you know what you do, if you know what you're going to do, it's only going to get you so far, you know, in life. Most of the greatest people, they survive the hardest times because they know why they had to do what they did. And that's what kept me in business. So I would tell someone starting a business, write down why you want to start a business and then meditate on that, because when it gets hard on all fronts, that's what's going to keep you alive. You know, it's not what, it's not how, but it's why. And I think that a lot of people don't really sit on that, and then they give up and they forget why. But that needs to be something that needs to be at the forefront of your mind at all times, because that's what got me here at 7 years in, and I'm still pushing because I know why I got to do it, no matter the challenges.
All right. Now, did you go to high school here in Cleveland?
No, I went to high school. Well, I guess you could say, no, Bedford High School.
Yeah. That's okay.
It's slow.
Well, we won't hold that against you.
Yeah, I graduated from Bedford.
Okay, that's cool. Now, how old are you?
I'm 27. No, I'm 28. I just turned 28 on September 1st.
All right, man, you fill the wisdom, man, and continue to teach.
Yes, sir.
And help our people, man.
Yes, sir. I was going to say, we have some things that we're working on that we're planning on scaling our farmers market for 2024, and then through our nonprofit leg, because we're a social enterprise, we're focused on teaching the youth about healthier lifestyle practices and different proactive solutions towards the mental health issues we have. So we just developed a project called the Prolific Oxygen Dome, which is like this therapeutic geodesic dome for people to come and learn how to heal holistically. And you can find us on Instagram at the pod.project to find out about how we're going to be able to service the community more with our farmers markets and these different services to show us how to make different changes in our lifestyle. All right, get some more of that information. Any other ways people can get in touch with you? Yeah, follow us on Instagram at the UAI, THEUAI_. You can follow us at the PA Academy, the PA _Academy, and also the Pod Project at the pod.project. We have a website, THEUAI.net, thepaacademy.net, and you can also follow me on Instagram at ahk.abk. All right, that's all the tags. You will not miss this guy. Now, real quickly, man, what's your end game? Where do you want to end up
once you're done, or what's your ultimate goal?
I want to see more social businesses in our community with black people figuring out different solutions to the problems that we face within our community, and children being more holistically sound to the earth. That's where I see long term. Myself, where I'm gonna be at, I'm gonna just be sitting somewhere taking in the abyss of nature, man.
That's what's up. Hey, I know one thing. When I'm done here, I'm hanging out with this dude for the rest of the day. Hey, man, once again, thank you for your time, man.
Appreciate you, boss.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
up the great work, man.
Thank you, sir.
Keeping our community uplifted, all right?
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Hope you enjoyed that. Once again, we want to thank you for joining us here at Make It in Cleveland, right here at the City of Cleveland's TV 20. Once again, thank you, Kathy Allen, the whole TV 20 crew, the city's Economic Development Department, and Mayor Justin Bibb. We thank you once again for joining us. And remember, you too can make it in Cleveland.